Hi. Hi, darling. Hello.
Maybe lying in a cave, maybe in the dark backstage, maybe in the Middle East distraction, maybe the jumping attraction.
Hi.
Why to your mind's eye, see what you can see.
Just get a bit of positive.
Why don't you look into your mind's eye and see what you can see? Hundreds and thousands and billions and billions like you and me. Hundreds and thousands and billions of people like you and me. 5G.
That's awesome.
Lying bed of my home, this is the only hurry on Sunday, see what tomorrow Thank you very much. This is how you generate change in the world. Over 30 years ago, I was one of you marching against nuclear-armed or nuclear-driven vessels from America and here in New Zealand, set an example to the rest of the world. Some of us marched, of course. We made a huge difference, didn't we? Let's hope we can get this one, because I think this one's even bigger, huge. I'm going to do this a cappella so you can join in. The chorus just goes, irradiation of the nation, they are lying to you all. Irradiation of the nation, 5G at every mall. Oh, lucky us. Yeah, just... So after watching Channel 3 in December and putting up with the press, I do the crosswords in the press every day, Monday to Friday, and in December, every day of the week, the press was covered with Vodafone 5G ads, total, just mass. And I noticed that they stopped printing letters written by us to the press. They shut us down. TV3, I got in contact with Duncan Garner on TV3 and they shut us down. And when they were being questioned about 5G, oh, there's no evidence, you see. But here we go. Enjoy this, because you've got to have a bit of fun with it as well. Sam Stubbs is the mouthpiece for Spark and New Info. He is awfully excited about this 5G. 5G technology will be great for the economy, for the economy is more important than people you see. For the economy is more important than people you see. And Paul Brislin is the mouthpiece for Vodafone and stuff. Paul says there is no evidence of danger or alarm. And like Sam, he's a paid sales rep. Gotta sell it now, doesn't matter how. And 5G is all gift wrapped. It can do you no harm. This is what they actually said. Irradiation of the nation, they are lying to you all. Irradiation of the nation, 5G at every mall. Irradiation of the nation, they are lying to you all. Irradiation of the nation, 5G at every mall. Banned in Europe, in Geneva, in Brussels, and in Rome. Fetal damage, brain tumours, coming now to your home. Will your grandchildren thank you? Have you done them proud? No, they will curse you and the corporates for the damage you allowed. They will curse you and the corporates for the damage you allowed. Irradiation of the nation, they're lying to you all. Irradiation of the nation, 5G at every mall. Irradiation of the nation, they're lying to you all. Irradiation of the nation, 5G at every mall. Little musical thing in the middle by Francis. just to relieve the moment. And Mark Blockhead hates Jacinda, and tree huggers and greenies. Smirking Duncan hates Greta. Here dare she be a brat. It's facts, what he said. 5G is our Chernobyl. We are guinea pigs in the experiment. Electromagnetic carcinogenic, and that's that. Electromagnetic carcinogenic, and that's that. Irradiation of the nation, they are lying to you all. Irradiation of the nation, 5G at every mall. Irradiation of the nation, they are lying to you all. Irradiation of the nation, 5G at every mall. Kia kaha te reo taio. Kia kaha te reo taio. Oranga tamariki, oranga tangata. Oranga tamariki, oranga tangata. Irradiation of the nation, they are lying to you all. Irradiation of the nation, 5G at every mall. Lucky us.
We know because we talked to organisers. We found out about this about November, so yeah, sort of a lot of effort to get this together. So thank you to the organising group for that. Stop 5G International have been running an international petition to stop 5G on Earth and space, which currently has over 190,000 signatories. So and I think it's important to read this out because it really defines why we're here today. It states, we, the undersigned scientists, doctors, environmental organisations and citizens urgently call for a halt to the deployment of the 5th generation wireless network, including 5G from space satellites. 5G will massively increase exposure to radio frequency radiation on top of the 2G, 3G and 4G networks for telecommunications already in place. Radio frequency radiation has been proven harmful for humans and the environment. The deployment of 5G constitutes an experiment on humanity and the environment that is defined as a crime under international law. Please look this petition up online and add your name to it. Now, as we know, in Aotearoa, New Zealand, we have a proud history of saying no to dangerous technologies like this. One of the frequent comments I get is, why are you opposed to 5G? Aren't you trying to stop progress? And my answer is yes. I'm trying to stop progress. Just like my forebears stopped the nuclear power industry, stopped the nuclear weapon industry here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. And 20 years ago, we stopped genetically modified organisms from being released into our environment. And once again, we're called upon to stop another incredibly dangerous technology for ourselves and the environment. And that's one of the reasons why we made up this symbol here for the peace symbol used in the nuclear free movement to include GE free and now 5G free. Because this is our moment, this is where we have to stop this technology, this is where we have to stop this progress. Because all of our lives and the whole of the environment is on the line. And for more details on that, Andrew Lewis will give us a short talk.
Last 3 or 4 years, has anyone thought they should listen and start to copy me? Because people believe a load of rubbish. First things first, I do not believe in progress. I do not believe in the future. Everything happens now. Always has done and always will. And what will you get in the future? A socialist utopia where we're all equal and there's a bureaucrat in everyone's listening to what they say, making sure they stay equal, stopping all forms of excellence emerging. Or it could be capitalism, where dogs eat dog and lie and cheat to get ahead. I am not interested in economic development, so I can't vote. There is not a single party who's opposed to economic development. None of them. Yeah. So who is opposed to it? Nuns, monks, hippies, the odd guy living out in the bush. A lot of Marys would like to be opposed to it, but they're being sucked into the city. We can live without economic development, but we can't live without food. And how about the flowers? Remember that song from the hippies? Where have all the flowers gone? They'll be gone soon because of 5G. The bees will no longer be able to fertilise the flowers. And the fish can't swim in the seas because of wind-buddy turbines, which are wrecking the navigational abilities of the fish. Make more solar panels, rubbish. Look at the pollution they cause, the land they cover. All we have to do is to slow down. Take it easy, cool it. Learn from their friends the Maoris, who live in Maori time, unless they've been corrupted with a university degree. I am an amazingly odd fellow. I am actually a rogue university academic. Just as Andy was at Bradford University, I was at Leeds University 10 years earlier. And I studied the most dangerous of all subjects, sociology, social engineering. But luckily, I wasn't a Marxist. I was able to read much more widely. And I began to realise that socialists and capitalists both hate peasants. Nobody likes peasants, because peasants don't pay tax, grow their own vegetables, do trading between each other, have big families so when they're sick they can look after each other and not go to hospital and be looked after like a thing in some sort of factory. So we've got to look at another world. We're approaching a new world now. It's getting closer and closer. But what will tip this world over the balance? Not protesting, it makes it worse. If someone protesting against you, it makes you feel important. Oh, look, they're arguing against me, I must be important. You create resistance. Jesus said several times, resist not evil. You've got to bend with it, twist with it, fight it. Be like Muhammad Ali and dodge and keep it confused. So we can learn a lot from the ability of being flexible. If you can pick up your bag and walk away, they can't even tax you properly. You can learn a lot about life from going back a bit and looking at life before the agricultural revolution, when women were turned into baby farming for the men. Baby farmers for men, put my name on it, my baby. That was only done a few thousand years ago. Before agricultural revolution, men did not have babies. They didn't even want bloody babies. They did not have womb envy. Common phrase you reckon? Two big things have happened. One, people like me are turning up who believe it's all bullshit and we live in virtual reality. If that's the case, we can use money. Now we know that money isn't real, it's just notes promising they'll repay them if you trust the boss. Money is what we call a useful fiction. We pretend to believe in it and it works. And I think religion is exactly the same. If you pretend to believe in God, it starts to work. You get love, you get nice family life, everyone's happy. But if you hate God or hate money, you're going to make things much, much worse. Go with the flow. People love the music, the stained glass, the ceremonies, the rituals, and it gives you love as your key value. Where have you heard love as a key value at university? It's power, power, money, power, money, power. Now, money isn't dangerous, it's power. Money buys. In Lord of the Rings, it's all about power. Not about money, not about material things, and they're all the hobbits and peasants anyway. So this is why I remind you of my presence in this city. I am the icon of Christchurch. I've become the hero of this city without promising them any jobs, without promising them heaven after death, without promising them more money, more material things. All I can promise you is fun as I give those bureaucrats a really hard time. And I've only begun now to start again. The last 3 or 4 years, things have happened. Brexit, Trump in America, what's happening in Poland, in Hungary. The people are rising up and they haven't got any bullshit ideology. They're just pissed off. Don't believe in anything, just do this. If you do that properly, they get so upset. If you attack them, I feel important, they're attacking me. If you're laughing at them, no, don't laugh at me. I'm a very important person. I'm on the city council. And they hate you. City councillors never come to the city. You can't trust them. Don't vote. And if you can avoid paying taxes, do so, please. Very carefully. And keep the fun going at the expense of deadly earnest liars who lie about every bloody thing, including 5G, of course. Yeah. What a monster! Well, that's it.
Radiation information, 5G at every mall. Lucky us.